Добрый день, дамы и господа. Рад приветствовать вас на своем канале. И сегодня у нас в эфире будет игра RoboCop. Это вторая серия прохождения данной игры. Рад вас всех приветствовать. Усаживайтесь поудобнее. Заваривайте чаечек, кофеечек. И я для вас буду вещать. А вы наслаждайтесь игрой. Это у нас уже вторая серия прохождения. А вечером у нас будет другая игра, которую мы вчера стримили. Ну, поехали. Вчера мы здесь остановились. Визит в больницу. Узнать, где Энн Льюис. Будем узнавать.
I am looking for a female officer who arrived yesterday with a gunshot wound.
You need to be a little more specific, honey.
Her name is Lewis. She is in a coma.
Ah, second floor. Take the elevator.
Она в коме? Ну да, я вчера подстрелили в живот.
My wife. She was with me when they started shooting. I'm sorry.
Какой он сказал, этаж второй?
No.
Ну, можно было и пешочком пройтись. Ого, тут народ уже в коридоре спит. Мест нету. У людей мест нету. Больницы переполнены. Подстрелили ее вчера. А Ходварк будем вечером проходить. Ходваркс. Короче, Гарри Поттера местного.
Hey, Murphy, she's right in here.
Да, я понял, что она здесь.
Another visitor? She's in a stable condition. You know, some think that people in her state can hear what's happening around them even if they don't respond. Why don't you try talking to her? Now, I'll leave you two alone.
Hello, Lewis. Allow me to update you on our case. I know you would hate to be behind on the investigation. I found Officer Briggs. He is dead. Wendell Antonowski has the street vultures collecting bodies. His intent is not clear. I opened your present. It helped. Thank you. I could really use your advice, Lewis.
Take the body downstairs.
But there's no more room in the morgue.
Didn't you hear someone stole a bunch of bodies over the weekend?
A corpse thief? What is this world coming to?
Lewis, you always find a way to help.
Луис, ты всегда находишь метод, как мне помочь.
I'll keep her safe. Don't you worry about her.
Что у них там в морге трупов воруют? Нехило у нее гребень на голове. Сейчас глянем, кто там в морге тела ворует у них.
What's her blood pressure?
I've got 40 pow.
Course VFib. Okay, we gotta shock him.
Let's get the ambu bag.
Stand clear.
Опять
Shock
его
him.
глюч начинает.
Clear.
All right, no pulse. Let's go intracardiac epinephrine.
Okay, everybody, clear.
Stand clear. All right, I think that's all we can do. Let's call it. What's the time?
6:15.
6:15 утра.
RoboCop, what a surprise.
Так, и что это, кто у нас трупы тут ворует, я не понял. Ну-ка, расскажи поподробнее.
I'm guessing you're here about the missing bodies? No one from the police has come to talk to us yet. I suppose you're preoccupied with the living rather than the dead.
Tell me about the case.
Usually, we're pretty packed. There are even some bodies that have been here since Christmas. But a couple of nights ago, someone broke into the hospital and stole 30 of them. It's been a blessing in disguise, really. We've got so many unclaimed bodies that I feel like I'm starting to form relationships with them.
Is there any link between the bodies?
Actually, there is. Our thieves were very picky. All of the corpses had their brains intact. They didn't take a single corpse that had documented brain trauma. I've got to say, they were very thorough.
Может, они делают новых робокопов?
That's it for me, but talk to the security guard in the lobby. He should know more. Now that I'm looking at you, didn't I work on you? I recognize that jawline.
Может, они делают робокопов? Новых. Визит в больницу.
Finally, I've been calling you.
What do you know about the disappearance at the morgue?
Sure, I know I'm just a security guard, but I know how you operate. I've seen the shows, so let me break it down for you the way you'd understand. I estimate the incident occurred at around 300 hours. Multiple perps entered the GMH from the east and then proceeded to the BLE. Then most likely used the EFS to get down to the MORGUE.
What can you tell me about the perps?
We caught their leader.
You caught him? Where is he?
Oh, I mean on camera. There it is. Caucasian male, late 40s, dapper dresser, if I can say so myself.
That was very helpful. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. Just because I don't have a badge or a service weapon or a cruiser and partner or even a bulletproof vest, that doesn't mean that I can't be of help to the police.
Рад он помочь полиции. Хотите покинуть зону? Хочу.
Good to see you in one piece, Robo. Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive. Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did.
Оценка. О, так мы сейчас улучшаем себя, получается. Давайте, перепрограммируйте меня, чтобы глюков не было. О, level up. Оценка робокопа системы. Ништяк система. Так, теперь нам надо... У нас появилась прокачка. Сейчас мы прокачаемся, или здесь нельзя прокачиваться? Визит в больницу. Задание выполнено. Так, нам же там еще какие-то задания... О! Какую-то плату взял. Я думаю, мне она пригодится. Так, есть о чем поговорить? Надо апнуть левел.
This is not the time. You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo.
Пацана хочет встретиться.
See you later in the briefing room.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute?
It was my favorite.
First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rat.
As I was writing it, I'd noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
Тебе нужно
There are
потренироваться.
plenty of places to improve.
That's actually something I wanted to ask you about. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. It's shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Yes,
пойдем.
practice makes perfect. Let us not waste any more time.
Покажу, как мы
You
стреляем.
wanna go now? Yeah, great, let's go.
Чтоб потом 100 раз с тобой не ходить, пока мы уже здесь. Килу потренируем.
I
Смотришь,
love
Килу.
the smell of this room. Should
Как
we start?
стреляет профессионал.
First, I wanna watch you practice. Can I come?
No.
I can't help myself. That was awesome.
We are not done yet.
Right. This has to be some sort of record.
It is not.
I
Как-то
took so
так.
many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
So that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go.
Не стреляет. О, Шкила, у тебя кривой пистолет.
Is everything okay?
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did everything the manual said.
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you by mistake.
I don't think that's entirely true. Other cops give me a hard time because Mr. Becker hired me to monitor you. But I guess that's the way it has to be.
A cop must be ready. Get a different gun.
Sure. Thank you, Robo.
Учить вас еще шкилку надо. Пистолет кривой дали ему.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is resourceful.
Why, thank you. I try very hard to not try at all. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Я к твоим услугам, окей. Много диалогов лишних, много воды. Хочется в перестрелках участвовать.
Not again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
Thanks to RoboCop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need them?
We'll get to the whys, but for now we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
Что там на 9 канале?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures.
Прямо сейчас
Trying to
грабит
get
банк.
closer for a better view.
Ой, я сейчас пойду в банк. Ништяк.
All right,
what is
everyone back
задание?
up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Во. Вот это уже нормальное задание. А то по офисам разговаривать со всеми, ходить неинтересно. Вот это уже мне нравится. Я же не офисная крыса, я робокоп. Так, надо прокачку сделать. У нас прокачка появилась. Ого, опять эти лагающие роботы.
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
И кто это? Я забыл. А, это его типа жена, ему кажется, либо это его жена.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Так, прокачку, ребят. Надо прокачку. Ладно. Нифига там бомба.
Contact! Contact! Friend, how it's done, boys.
Пулемет возьму. Я робокоп. Да возьмите. Какая-то мне винтовочка больше нравится. Фига спецназ зашел. Так, надо прокачаться. У меня же есть прокачка. Так. Робокоп хочет прокачаться. Навыки. Что мы качаем? Броня, выносливость. Или броня, выносливость. Инженерия? Ладно, давайте урон прокачаем. То иногда не хватает. Нет. Да, не хватает иногда урона. Активировать. В смысле не хватает очков навыков? А куда я качну? Ну все, хватает, что рассказываешь? Не хватает. Только не лагайте, пожалуйста, а то мне тяжело с вами сражаться.
Down your weapon.
I can see your bank job turned out to be quite intense. N209's behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area.
Как мне выйти отсюда? Пацан бегает медленно. Хорош. Они поэффективнее, чем я. Таких сколько? Трое, я один.
Now have 15 seconds to comply. Have 15 seconds to comply.
There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
Здесь пока еще лечиться нельзя. Требуется выносливости второго уровня. Окей. Можно и выносливость качнуть. Ну-ка, у нас выносливость какой уровень? Так, здесь что у нас? Здесь как бы надо тоже что-то замутить. Урон. Есть. Здесь у нас урон оружия. Скорость перезарядки. Вместимость магазина 15%. Пробитие брони. Разброс при стрельбе. Нафига мне этих роботов призывают сюда? Я сам бы пострелял сюда. Так, куда мне вообще бежать? Так, найти слабое место для слабое место, вот нашел. Стена. Ого. Нормально проник? Спецназ какой-то, как робокоп приходит. Кидаться всем подряд. Ой, офицера кинул. Офицер кинул. Нифига тут бан грабит. Полгорода, такое ощущение. Зачем я тут нужен? Они нормально и без меня справляются.
I knew you were gonna lose. Our line of work is about the team, not the tech.
Не, ну когда такая армия, так неинтересно.
RoboCop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
Unrealistic plans are not a crime.
But the ways by which they're pursued may be. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
Ладно, идите.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
Пусть расследует, может, на что узнает.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere around my desk. Now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
Не успели, по-моему, ограбить ничего.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
We're opening this vault with or without your help, you old nut job.
А, там еще есть бандит.
What is this intricate device?
Shut your fucking mouth! I think someone is coming.
Это я пришел. Робокоп, я знал, что основатель банка пришел самого лучшего полицейского. Мистер Беккер, вы еще живы? Я только притворялся мертвым.
RoboCop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
I need the support of a combat engineer.
I saw that Orpheus kid playing puzzle games on his breaks. Ask him for help. I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Я буду за тобой наблюдать с безопасного расстояния.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Красная или синяя?
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay. Tell me what you see.
Ладно, что вы видите? Ну, как обычная классика, синяя, зеленая, красная.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Сейчас чувствую, мы
It
разминируем.
is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Угу. И что отключать? Сейчас, улики, где еще улики?
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
I will have to improvise.
Сапер дальтоник, офигеть.
Detach the one with the highest voltage
Не
first,
знает зеленый
then
от
proceed
красного.
down to the lowest voltage.
Прикиньте, сапер дальтоник, он не знает, что где красный, где зеленый. Ну ты тип. И как мне отсоединять по убыванию, если там красных 2? Синий отсоединять, что ли? А вот здесь как? Изи.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like now.
Well, I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way.
Нифига себе дверь. И ничего не осталось, 1 слиток золота.
What the hell is this?
Какого хрена, куда пропали все деньги?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
А, они через туннель вынесли деньги?
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
Они, наверное, еще в туннеле. На всякий случай похилиться лучше. Максимум восстановления здоровья. Они еще в туннеле, но они через туннель вынесли все деньги. Прорыли ныру. Дыру. Урон чуть добавился, сильнее стал стрелять. Узишка. Поинтереснее должна быть. Ого, нормально она долбит. Ну быстро патроны тратятся. О, нифига, УЗИ нормально. УЗИ мне нравится. В голову попадать. Я робокоп. Ух, ё-моё, опять эти байкеры. Или дробаш какой-нибудь. Кстати, что я туплю? Не могу я поднять его разве? Че, какую-нибудь херню взрывательную кину на них. Есть там какой-нибудь баллон газовый? Нету, да? Ну, значит... Угу. С меня, конечно, топчу.
There's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with street access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to
Я ж могу его просто пнуть, правильно? Сейчас я его просто пну. У него, кстати, байк уже дымится. Узишка мне зашла. Робокоп. Да ё-моё, что такое разброс жесткий? Да идите в баню. Настреляли щипалки? Какая-нибудь швырну. Гранатометы. Да блин, проходи. Кусок металла. Короче, нам в голову стрелять, чтобы они умирали. Да они вообще какие-то бессмертные. Они же бесконечные, что ли?
Pick up, goddammit! Anyone listening to this?
Фига у них тут склад.
I am listening, Creep.
Я слышал.
RoboCop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
Я стервятник, мы птицы вольные, увидимся. Жесть. Стервятник именно. Птица вольная. Вот он, герой, который защищает нашу пенсию.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to...
Так, задание... Ой, прокачка появилась. Ну, короче, качаем, не знаю. Короче, качаем урон, а потом броню, а потом все остальное. На максимум урон, на максимум броню, потом всякие инженерию, всякую херню будем качать. Наверное.
I'm ready for you, Robo.
Чего у нас постоянно надо к этому инженеру
Let's see what's
ходить?
cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
Hey, what's that look supposed to mean?
После каждого задания надо к нему ходить.
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
Я себя чувствую.
It helps if the criminals know that they should fear me.
I suppose it makes your job easier. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
Я не запрограммирован.
My programming does not allow for family life.
No. I guess that was never the intention. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief
Робот ходит к
that broke
психологу.
into my house I mentioned before. He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
Как сбой системы.
As system failure. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted.
Да. Очень много воды. Привет, лайк тебе, бро. Привет.
I've got plenty to think about for now.
Слишком много воды в этом робокопе. Слишком много общения ненужного. Хочется больше миссий выполнять. Сюжет такой. Гарри Поттер мне больше понравился.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're
мы еще
downtown,
часик постримим ее, потом Ходвард будем стримить. Но мы будем параллельно 2 игры стримить, но Ходварду больше времени уделять. Пока еще не затянул мне RoboCop.
Enough. Head downtown, ask
Но пройти его уже
around, and
надо,
most
раз начали.
importantly, find Spike.
Ну, пока она не особо мне, если честно, нравится. Как-то слишком много тут офисной рутины.
Over here. You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
По 2 часа будем RoboCop играть, и потом будем на другую игру переключаться. Так и надо, бро. Ну вот я еще часик постримлю ее, чтобы было 2 часа стрима. Потом 3 минуты перерыва, название поменяю и Поттера будем стримить. Мне вот то мне понравилась игра.
Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do,
На Мухаммеда
make it
Али
clear that you are
престарелого
not
похоже.
siding with Meals. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the
Реально
neighborhoods.
Мухаммед
Vote for
Али.
Kuzak.
Только маленький. А, ну я-то большой RoboCop. Похож, да, на Мухаммеда Али? Пипец, со всеми общаться. Идите в... Не, ну это какая-то именно... И все хотят со мной пообщаться, что-то мне какую-то втирают дичь.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you
Такой
are.
вот этот Макс душный. Постоянно меня куда-то хочет списать. Заезд, конечно, и съезд у них вообще топовый. Задумка неплохая игры, но слишком много болтовни. Не по факту. О, нифига, 2 прокачки появилось у меня уже. А вот это мне уже... А почему 2? О, это мне нравится, что 2. Дополнительный урон оружия, перезарядка удара. Удачный удар рукой по врагу перезаряжает все используемое оружие. О, нифига. Я, короче, рукой бью типа, и у меня оружие перезаряжается. Неплохо. Так прикольно, атмосфера такая там в игре.
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Вот она сейчас идет по железной лестнице, а звук не меняется. Типа деревянный идет, не меняется.
The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Так он для любителей стратегии. Ну да, пошаговый.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state.
Ну это как фильм чисто, просто много какая-то история, его напарницу ранили. Ну, короче, он ловит банду стервятников, потом другого ловит.
See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you.
Ну для разнообразия пойдет хорошо понемногу, да. Ну еще часик, потом 2 минуты перерыв и другую игру постримим. Не хочу я долго ее стримить. Просто для коллекции пройденной игры оставим ее. Ну пока впечатления никакого она мне не вызывает. И боевка неинтересная, и вот это постоянно ля-ля-ля-ля-ля-ля без сюжета особо. Графика местами прикольная, задумка прикольная, боевка вообще на ноль. Сюжет вообще ноль. Предсказуемый заранее.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much.
Не буду я 2 часа стримить, часик постримил, хватит. Это она мне, я ее допройду, но пока у меня желания нет ее вот сегодня играть. Сейчас, короче, 5 минут, 3 минуты перерыва, другую игру включу. Она будет у нас по часу проходиться, по 2, но сегодня 2 часа что-то ее вывести не могу. Все, сейчас мы вниз спустимся. Сохранимся. Долго что-то не играется она. Задушила немного своими диалогами. Сейчас мы будем играть в Legacy. Дойдем вот это вот задание.
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel. Go ahead. Just not where we live.
Бежи подвижный, тебе трудно. Ну да, ну, да и передвижение, и боевка. Просто вот так понаслаждаться городом. Красиво там, позаранее такая, знаешь, как 80-е, 70-е Нью-Йорк. Прикольно. Но не более, что-то не заходит мне. Сейчас мы тут... Короче, давайте тогда я час постримил, я что-то не хочу я сегодня ее стримить долго. Может быть, со временем она меня затянет, но пока не затягивает. Сейчас пойдем проходить. Вчера мне прям понравилась Hogwarts Legacy. Вот то мне понравилась игра. Поэтому давайте через 2 минуты встретимся. Я сейчас название поменяю. И... Да, атмосфера скучная. Но мы ее пройдем просто для коллекции пройденных игр. Все, давайте увидимся через 5 минут. Даже быстрее, наверное.